It's Sunday the 20th of September. I've come down the allotment. We've been away for a few days, so I haven't been down here this week. So I've come down to water, check on everything, harvest courgettes of course, and checking how everything's doing. I've also brought down some chard plants to plant out. So I've just brought down the trays. And I'm going to plant them out in the 2 beds I prepared the other week. So yeah, everything's looking really good. We've got about another 6-7 courgettes to harvest. They're still doing okay, definitely slowing down now. Yeah, slow down quite a bit now. And definitely loads of this white mildew on a lot of the plant. Definitely this first one, the one on this side is doing much better. Although this sort of started growing later, so I guess it's going a bit longer. Chard over here is doing well. Could harvest some of that and start using it. This one's still lagging behind, but a few bits I might put some more in there if I've got some spare. Squash are doing really well, going everywhere. There's a nice one I spotted in here. Absolutely huge, bigger than the ones we get from supermarkets. Starting to go yellow. There's lots of them. Corn, still doing good. This side isn't doing so good now, sort of dying off. I pick my way through here. How are we looking at this end? Beans are still sort of in flower, not really any beans as such that I've seen so far. I'll have a little look. Yeah, and this main bed of squash, sort of the leaves are sort of dying off at the start of it. I think that's how they sort of go. And you can see it trailing all over everywhere, all up the fence, all over there. There's loads over there. Another 2 big squash at the back here. Pick my way across. Look at the ones at the back. Yeah, these ones are good ones. So yeah, looking forward to harvesting them. So there's my harvest of courgettes this week. I started picking these ones a little bit smaller because otherwise they'll turn into this in a few days. I'll be inundated. But there's another good 6 courgettes. Next job is to plant some of these out. So I'm going to plant these out over here. I'll take this plastic off, plant them out in these beds. I've taken the plastic off and I've just thought, just for now, I'm going to reuse it as little pathways just to stop it getting too muddy. So I've just put them there and there. Cover some of the paths. I've laid them out in their pots just so I can see rough spacing. So I've got 8 in that one and 7 in this one. And I'll bring another one down next time I come. I think they should be okay spacing. So I'm going to pop them in. So I finished planting those chard up, so we've got another 2 beds of chard growing nicely. I think the main problem I've had with the bed over here is not enough water, but this week it's due to rain quite a lot the second part of the week. So hopefully if I water them in now, these ones will be nice and happy. Give them a good water in now. Yeah, so that's that job done. Next job is to water everything, make sure it's all happy, and then yeah, I think the second part, Wednesday onwards, it should rain quite a bit, so we should fill the tank up a bit and water everything nicely for next weekend. As usual, got a lovely sunset going on. Quite see that there. Nice sunset going on in there through the trees tonight. So that's all the jobs done for today. Watered, done a load of weeding in the beans and the chard. Just make sure they're nice and clear. Other things all covering the beds, so there's no real weeds in those. Got those chard in, happy with those. So I'll come back, if it doesn't rain in the middle of the week, I'll come back and make sure they're watered in okay. But they're looking good so far. Hopefully we have lots of that growing. This one's doing okay, so hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have some nice chard to try. Some of those sweet corn, I just looked at some of those sweet corn and they're not quite ready, some of them, although they are quite big. So we'll leave them a little bit longer and see. Yep, generally everything's looking good. So it's starting to get dull now. Get home. Hope you enjoyed a little look around the allotment tonight. And I hope you're all doing well. And I'll speak to you soon.